Hey 8th graders, it's good to see you back from break. This is just a really short video reviewing how to find the slope if you are given 2 points. So if I'm given the point 2, -5 and the point 4, 7, I want to find what's the slope if a line goes through both of these points. I want to figure out at what rate is this line increasing or decreasing. Now in order to do that, I need to take my y values. This is my x, my y, x, and y. Sometimes I like to label that so I don't forget them. I have my y values, they need to be on top, and my x values need to be on the bottom. I need to take one y value and subtract it from another y value. So I'm going to start right here. I have this y value of -5. This is going to be -5 minus my other y value, -5 minus 7. And I need to use the same order than when I have x's. If I use my -5 first, then I need to use my 2 first. So I'm going to do 2 minus 4. -5 minus 7. There's another way to write that. We could also write that as -5 plus -7. There are both negatives, a -5 and a -7. So if both of the signs are negative, I know that I need to add. 5 plus 7 is 12, and they are all negative, so it's -12. 2 minus 4, if I want to, I could rewrite that as 2 plus -4. There's one good guy, one positive, one negative, so I subtract. 4 minus 2 is 2. Are there more positives or negatives? There are more negatives. So this is a -12 over a -2. I know that this bar means to divide. Some people might want to simplify their fraction, which you can. You can divide both of these by 2. That would give you -6 over -1. Well, -6 divided by -1, a negative divided by a negative, because it's on top and bottom, is going to be positive, and 6 over 1 is just 6. So this line has a slope of 6. One more quick example. We want to find the slope between the points -3, 1, and -4, -2. Again, to find the slope, and I'm sorry this is not shown up perfectly, should be -3, get it as dark as I can, -3, 1, -4, -2. To find the slope, I need to label my x and y. Which variable do I start with on top? I start with my y's. I'm going to start with this y here, that's 1. And now this is where we need to be careful. I am subtracting my other y values. So this is 1 minus, and what I'm subtracting is a -2. So in this case, we're going to have 2 negatives at the top. Now I need to go to my denominator. If I did my 1 first, then I need to use my -3 first. -3, and I am subtracting my other x value. So I'm going to subtract -4. I know that 2 negatives right next to each other make a plus sign, so 1 plus 2 is 3. These 2 negatives also make a plus sign, and where we want to be careful is that we're rewriting this. So these 2 negatives become a positive, and I'm still left with -3, and these 2 negatives cancel out, and a 4. Now if I have -3 and +4, one's negative, one's positive, so I subtract. 4 minus 3 is 1. Are there more good guys or bad guys? There are more good guys, so it's positive. A slope of 3 over 1 is the same thing as a line increasing at a rate of 3. You have the rest of your packet front and back to do.